So, our first performer won the Magic Castle Magician of the Year, a record 7 times. He, speaking of time travel, by the way, he is the GOAT of magic in any century. Ladies and gentlemen, the great and powerful Pop Haydn.
Howdy, folks. In the 1870s, a young magician introduced a brand new magic trick to the theaters of Paris. It became known as the passe bottle. The idea of the trick was pretty simple. He had a glass and a bottle of whiskey. And what he'd do, he'd pour whiskey into the glass and set it down, then set the bottle down, and he'd cover the glass of whiskey with a tube, and then he'd cover the bottle with a tube, and say the magic words, passe. That's French. Suddenly the bottle would jump over here into this tube, and the glass full of whiskey would jump over here into this tube. He'd cover them again, say, passe, they'd jump back where they were in the first place. It was a miracle. Where they fooled the crap out of people back in the 1870s. Eventually, every magician on the continent was doing this trick. They stole it. Eventually, every magician in the United States was doing this trick. They stole it. Pretty soon, everybody had seen it. Pretty soon, the smarter people had begun to figure it out. Pretty soon, the passe bottle had itself become passe. But in 1902, here in Los Angeles, there was a man named Eugene Alberti, the great Alberti. He was a magician that manufactured magic props for other magicians. He had a shop here in LA and made some of the most beautiful and wonderful props that have ever been contributed to the magic community. He sold them to magicians all over the world. And one of the things he invented was called the Tantalus tube. Now, the Tantalus tube, it looks like just a brass tube, and you can show it empty and stick your hand to it like this, but it's a mechanical device, very complicated clockwork mechanism. It's designed so you can stick your hand to it, show it empty, you pull your hand out, turn it around, and now you can reach in and pull out a live dove, or some silk scarves from China, or some feather flowers, stuff like that. Every magician back in the day had one of these in his act, but eventually, about 1917, this genius came up with the idea of taking 2 of these Tantalus tubes and combining them with this old trick, the passe bottle. He created a sensation of comedy and magic in vaudeville. These are actual Tantalus tubes from 1902. They still work. Sporadically. Like me. These babies in operation. Let's do it. First, we cover the glass, and then we well, that's an extra one. We don't even need that. Here's the idea. Bottle's going to jump over here. The glass is going to jump over there. Passe. And look, folks, as you can see, the bottle's moved a little closer. That's the thing, they weren't equidistant in the beginning. They have to be completely equidistant. The glass has to be the same distance from the bottle as the bottle is. Folks, we may have to use our imagination for this. Our imagination. Passe. And look, oh, The bottles jumped over here. And the glasses jumped over here. You guys are awfully nice. That doesn't prove anything, does it? Doesn't prove a thing until what? Until I could make them go back where they were. Pass day. And look, folks, there. I'm just playing with you. You don't need to use your imagination. Do you know why?
Why?
Tantalus tubes, folks. Tantalus tubes. With the tantalus that imagine it for you, see?
No, come on.
That's the thing that kills everybody. All right, that's an extra one. We don't even need that one. Okay, that's an extra one. We don't even need that one. I'll tell you what, we'll do it with just one, two. You're gonna need an extra bottle to do that. We'll do it again.
I was on bottles. I think they come.
You need that. Now, folks, you can I forgot about this one. Folks, eventually some magician came up with the idea of being different just for the sake of being different. Which is stupid. He thought he'd do the trick with 2 bottles and no glass. Got the same kind of reaction I just did. Besides, to do that, you need what? So this guy came up with the idea of trying to trick with just 2 glasses, which is a lot more festive, but every bit as stupid. Folks, this little lesson in the history of magic is brought to you by Pop Haydn's Tennessee Sour Mash. It's good for what ails you. It'll make you feel better. And it comes in a family size for the holidays. I am Pop Haydn and these.
No.